Our next item is to introduce our evaluators. Evaluating Raj was Stephanie Buchanan.
Raj, excellent first speech. I don't think anyone would know it was your first speech if they just walked in the room without the introduction. So great job. I definitely think you have some natural, really good public speaking abilities. I've seen you speak up here multiple times on other occasions, and so I wasn't surprised by that. I think one of your strongest abilities is to just connect with the audience. I feel like you're just very natural and just conversational, and it seems very approachable, and I feel like everyone can just relate, and that is really good. You also seem very confident. I don't know if you're nervous, but it doesn't show at all. Also, a really good word choice. I feel like and your pace is really good. I know for me and a lot of other people, we struggle with speaking too fast when you get excited or whatever, and I think it was very consistent and an excellent word choice. I like that we got to know you well. I think we got to learn about your family, your upbringing, your twin. It was really a great icebreaker to just kind of introduce yourself to the club. And did you reflect adequate preparation? Yes. I didn't even know. I think you did have notes up here, but I didn't even notice. So that was great. I could tell that you were prepared. It was structured out well, but you weren't reading or looking at notes consistently. And did you speak clearly and audibly? Yes. I think at a few times a bit louder would have been helpful, but I was also at the way back, so I was probably the only one who would have that suggestion. And then as far as your opening, body, and conclusion, love the opening. The conclusion was really good, too, to just kind of recap and kind of show the story map of where you've been and what you went over. The only thing in there was you gave the 3 reasons you loved running. I felt like that didn't necessarily fit in with just the icebreaker. That almost could have been a separate speech altogether. That just seemed like a little bit of a tangent. But good construction overall. Notes. Okay. Oh, and then the only other thing I noticed, I think it was just a nervous habit. You play with your ring, so you'll be talking with your hands really great, and then you just go back to here. So just be conscientious of that. And the other thing to work on, I think, as you get more advanced, would be have your opening over here, make your point, okay, and then move on to number 2. You had some good movement, but that is something to work towards. But overall, I really liked your humor. You had us laughing multiple times. I think that is always great. Loved your conversational tone again, and then just the personal stories. I love icebreakers. I think they're the best speech to just get to know someone and learn more. So great job, and keep going.
Excellent. Our next evaluation is for Olympo, and that's Lori Shapiro.
Thank you. Thank you, fellow Toastmasters, our guests, and especially Olympo. This speech was called Make Them Laugh. The objectives are to prepare a speech that opens and closes with humorous stories, include jokes in the body of the speech to keep the audience interested, deliver the jokes and the stories smoothly and effectively. And as a speaker, one of the things I struggle with, even though I know I could be funny, is writing a humorous speech. I tend to want to go back into storytelling mode, and I think you did a lot of storytelling mode, and you had started with, it was a story about going to the Party City, but I think it wasn't really a joke. It was more like your daughter. You talked about your daughter and seeing that over-the-hill balloon, and it made you think, oh my gosh, what does over-the-hill mean to me? And you spent a lot of the time in your speech talking about different things that mean over-the-hill, but I didn't find there was a whole lot of humor in it, because I think you really are a message guy, and you really liked having a message in your story. I thought it was very easy to hear you. The first thing you did was you moved the podium, the lectern off the stage, so you moved around a little, but you also opened. You didn't open it with a hook or a punch. You talked about, ooh, sorry, I didn't write this till the last minute, and then you started your speech. So you could leave that out and just go with the joke, start with the speech, and don't have to apologize. We all have busy schedules, and everybody's going to have a chance at some point of writing a speech and not having enough time to practice it. So you also had your notes out, which was good. Work on not using the notes as much, even though I think you knew the story, but I think the jokes were tangling you up. And same thing happened to me with that book. Even though humor is easy for a lot of us, but writing the humorous stories and putting them into a speech is a challenge. So I want to challenge you to really work at toning up your jokes, to open with a joke and tell some of the story, have some jokes and humor in the middle, and then end with a joke and a funny story. You had a few funny things in there that I enjoyed. You talked about not wasting your energy on exercise. If you're over the hill, find something bigger or find something you like to do. If exercise isn't it, find something. So again, that was more of a message than a joke. So in conclusion, I think that you really did have a lot of good information, but I think work on the jokes and the humor a little bit more the next time. You still have, I think, 2 more speeches in this book.
Right.
And write some jokes and really work at delivering them. And when you do that, you would enter some pauses and look at the audience and smile. You seemed a little nervous because I don't think you were quite ready to give the speech. And it's better to just do the speech and work on it than to cancel it and leave us all without another speaker. So I appreciate the fact that you did that. But you know, work on it. I know you can be funny. I've seen some of your speeches where you brought some humor in. And work on that a little bit more into your next 2 humorous speeches.
Sure. Thank
Madam
you.
Toastmaster.
All right, we're now to the reports. First of all, we're going to talk to our timer, Martha. How did we do today?
Well, how did Martha do? Raj, you were just a little bit over the 6-minute. You brought 5 seconds over, so you came in at 6 minutes and 5 seconds.
But he had till 6:30, really.
That's correct. That's correct. You have 30 seconds to wrap up, so you're entirely within. Olimpo, yours was 5 to 7, and you came in at 6 minutes and 50 seconds, so you were right on the line there. Stephanie, your evaluation of Raj, I set up the thing wrong. I did it for 2 minutes instead of 3 minutes, but you were at 2 minutes and 15 seconds, which puts you right in the sweet spot. Lori, your evaluation of Olimpo was 2 minutes and 45 seconds. Okay, in the table topics, Pushpa, your memorable weekend was 41 seconds long, so just a little short. Stephanie, your Memorial Day was 58 seconds. Jennifer, your nonstop weekends were 1 minute and 31 seconds, so you were right on the money there. Scott, Labor Day, Emperor's New Clothes, that was 1 minute and 47 seconds. Matt, May, Moody, California, 1 minute and 13 seconds. And Lori, Don't Lose Your Hair was 1 minute and 50 seconds.
All right.
Thank you very much. Next is our grammarian, B.
Okay, for Raj, there were 2 stutters and repeat words. Olimpo, there were 4 fillers. Word clutches because, for example, so.
Okay.
3 stutters. His. It should have been used to hers, because you were talking about your daughter, right?
Right.
So it should have been her.
Okay,
not his.
thank you.
Karen, 3 fillers. Karen, you don't count. Pushpa, 1
Why
stutter.
did you count?
I couldn't find it. I was like, oh my gosh, you're so effortless. Stephanie, 4 fillers. Jen, 2 fillers. Scott, 3 fillers. Matt, I don't think it counts because you did. State that. Lori, 2. Martha, 3.
And what did the day?
Matt was the only one that says that.
All right.
So excellent. Now to wrap this up, we have Scott with the general meeting evaluator.
Okay.
Thank you. I thought today's meeting was great. It was very efficient, start on time. It looks like we will be finishing on time. There was always somebody here at the lectern or the podium at all times. Handshakes were exchanged. The meeting topic for today was very interesting. I think it brought out a lot of interesting topics and for a lot of us to address the topics, which is great. There were new members and guests. Welcome, and that's always a good thing to have new members and guests. And the Toastmaster did an excellent job interacting with the audience. The positive aspects of today's meeting was I thought it was fun and lighthearted, and it was funny, and we all were able to laugh a little bit. I didn't see anything glaring that could be improved for the next meeting. So overall, I would give this meeting a 9.
Good.
All right.
Thank you.
I know.
I'll try better
Unless
next
you're
time,
perfect.
folks.
I know, right?
So on that note, we're going to welcome back our president to close our meeting. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you. So we'll do ribbons first. Congratulations, Matt, on your first timer ribbon. And you get $1. This is just a profitable
Wow.
meeting for you. Yeah, for the word of the day. You get the dollar point. And then ice break for Raj. Congratulations.
Hey!
Good job. And we don't have advanced communicator, but good job,
Okay, it's
Olympo.
Two more, I'm done with that band.
2 more, and Olympo
Wow.
will be the reason
All right.
we get presidents.
Almost there.
No pressure.
No.
So coming up June 5th, am I getting that date right, is our executive speaker series? Yeah, I think that's right. And June 5th, same time, noon to 1, Thursday in the floppy disk, and it's Renee, VP of Cloud. So mark your calendars. Matt Freeman is the event chair for that. He'll be pinging you guys to get volunteers all lined up pretty soon here. But we kind of know the drill now. It's just a different meeting. Usually about 60 to 70 folks show up, and it's the executive speaking for the entire hour on kind of whatever they want, personal stories, their own public speaking journey, etc. So that's about a month out. And then the other thing is elections coming up end of June. Well, it'll be starting July 1st through the end of the year is the 6 months term that you would be elected for, and we'll be doing elections around the beginning of May. And the way this club works is you hold a term for 6 months, and then you can do it for another 6 months, but after 2 terms you are termed out. So I am terming out as president, Amy is terming out as VP of Ed, and Karen is terming out as secretary. So those are 3 positions that you can think of that if you would like to run. You can also run for the other positions as well. They are not grandfathered into those new positions the next term either. So start thinking about that. We'll have some time on the agenda later on. And any other pieces of business? Yes, Laurie.
I always have something.
Yeah.
As the area governor, I'm supposed to also remind you that on Saturday is a district conference, and Martha, I've been waiting to tell you that they're recognizing a wolf organization. They're going to have a real wolf, a live wolf at the district conference. So
Oh, wow.
I'm looking
Really?
for, yeah.
Oh.
That that you can go and interact. I don't know if you can touch it, but anyway, they're recognizing an organization, and I can't remember the group. I was trying to look it up. That was recognizing that the fact that they take wolves in and they make sure that they're taken care of or whatever. So I've been wanting to tell you that, but it should be a good conference. I will report back on what's there. But the international speech contest, where Olympo was a contestant from our club to the area, and then the area to the division, and now it's rolling to the district. So there'll be an international speech contest, and we'll send a contestant from the District F, which is Founders District, to the international speech contest in Kuala Lumpur, and also a table topic contest, which ends at our district level. It doesn't go on to Kuala Lumpur, but international speech does. So
Wow.
it'll be really exciting to see. There'll be some amazing speeches on Saturday. So if you can come, that'd be great. And then there's business meeting where we're going to have elections, and I've got the proxies from our officers here, so I'll submit the votes, and I'm voting for myself, just in case you're wondering.
Good.
For Division A
We
Governor.
agree with that.
All right, anyway, that's it, but thanks, everybody.
Okay, excellent. And just FYI to our guests, you're welcome to come back as many times as you like as a guest. If you would like to join as a member, you can talk to Martha as our VP of membership, or Matt, our treasurer, is the one who would actually have the application. He's not here. But thank you guys. Great meeting.
All right.
We'll see you in a week.
Thanks. Were you interested in the area governor?
Oh, you told me, right?
Yeah, it's part of your, in order to get your advanced
Yeah.
leader silver,
Oh,
you have your,
What do I need to do? Do I have to solve this already?
you tell me you're interested, and then there'll be, I'm gonna see how many
Thanks, thanks.
people are interested, and then I'll,
Thank you.
Let me know my first time, my second time. My first time evaluating.
Okay.
Nice to meet you.
You can evaluate as a
Thank
guest.
you.
Are there?
oh yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Everybody. Thank you. Thank you.
So, if you're interested, and you need to have 1 year as an area governor in order to get your advanced leader silver,
Right.
which is for your DTM,
Right.
let me know. And I would love to have you on the team evaluating 6 area governors this year. We have an extra area that
Right.
they just added.
Yeah, I'm interested. So
I'll
when
talk to
I
you
will
about it.
start? When I will start?
In July.
When? July. Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, because
When did you join?
I just
I
need
know
8
you.
weeks
I
to
know
finish
you.
my MBA.
I know you're working on
Almost
it.
there. Just 8 weeks.
Raj, I have something for you too.
Cool.
Right.
I'll see you next
So
week.
yes, let me know what was the next step. I check. You send me one link.
I will send you an information. I'll tell you what it's all about. You can
Okay.